Hey guys, I'm Boo. We're in New Jersey, and today is day 239 of my weight loss journey. Now, usually I make my videos on Friday. Unfortunately, yesterday I just didn't really want to make a video, and I don't even want to make today's video, but I have to. Um, I had some real downs this week. Um, so my I usually weigh myself at the doctor's office or even while I'm at work, and I weigh myself on a scale at a dialysis office. But over the last week or two, I've been weighing myself at home on a scale in my bathroom. And unfortunately, while I hit just enough to be able to weigh myself on that scale, all of a sudden I noticed I was gaining weight and I gained a few pounds. And I weighed, I weighed myself at the doctor's office, at the dialysis office, and I either gained like 10 pounds or I really haven't been losing weight and my scale at home is wrong. So that was a huge blow. Um, of course, with that said, I also haven't been taking my water pills and it's been really hot and I've been drinking a lot, so it's very possible that it could be water weight. It could also be muscle mass because I am, you know, working on, little muscle, like working out, building muscle here and there. um, I am not going to lie, I've been eating a bunch of crap this week. I think one of the strangest things with the bariatric sleeve so far has been that I'm having trouble eating regular foods and not vomiting. Um, Whether it be that I either have trouble stomaching the food or that I'm eating too much of the food and making myself sick, I think, or maybe even adding liquid and making myself sick. I've had a couple times where I've drank too much liquid and felt immediately sick and gotten sick. But I don't have a problem with snacks, with, you know, veggie straws or, like the cheese doodles or, like slider foods, really. And it's not that I, you know, am going crazy with snacks. It's just that I'd rather eat snacks and be satisfied than eat food and feel horrible or not like the food I'm eating. And by that I mean where like I can eat most of a uh, like a burger patty or even a whole burger patty. I've been trying these good good health or something veggie portobello burgers where they're portobello and vegetables like made into a burger patty, and they're really good. Don't get me wrong; they're some of the best I've tried. But I would rather sit down and watch TV, or a movie or something and eat snacks. Like the veggie straws. This week I got a bag of the ranch, or not the ranch, the cheddar cheese veggie straws, and I ate those, over the course of a couple days. Um, or I eat jalapeno cheese poppers, cheese doodle, you know, balls or whatever, and or something like that, because or even beef jerky, because my girlfriend and I, we joked about how we got the weight loss surgery to enjoy snacks more. And with that said, eating a meal is impossible. Like a full meal is impossible. Um, I went to my brother's house this past weekend, and I had turkey meatballs, which were amazing. His wife, or soon to be wife, is a great cook, and she makes some really awesome stuff. And this was one of those things that adds the healthy side of it with, delicious at the same time. And I ate about two meatballs, and I was, really full at that point. I was, and of course I have the slow esophageal tract, so it's like when I start to feel full, I'll stop because then I have the rest of it going down, and it just makes it even more and more uncomfortable. So there's that. Now, with that said, like I said, it could be, a little bit of muscle mass added with a little bit of water weight, because of the heat and everything, and because I forgot to take my, my water pills. So, either way, there's nothing really to do but move forward. And moving forward, I've got some big plans coming up for the future here, and some major decisions coming up. And at the same time as I want to experience new things and do new things, um, sometimes there's going to be frustration, and sometimes there's going to be, pain involved. And that's one of the things that I've had a lot of going on lately, is that with my hip bothering me the way it does, um, sometimes it's very difficult, and it makes me not want to do things, but at the same time, I still want to do things. So, like this week, my girlfriend and I went to a concert in Atlantic City. We went and saw Go Go Gadget, and I forget who the DJ was, but it was a really odd show because we drove down to Atlantic City, and it's about like a 25 to 30 minute drive or whatever, maybe a little longer than that. Maybe I'm exaggerating it, but we got down there and we missed the whole first set of the show because we were stuck in traffic for 45 minutes trying to get to valet parking. Then we had to pay like $30 for valet, which was fucking insane, even with a member card, for the casino. Um, but, she was very upset at that point, and I think I was too, but I realized that once we got inside and once we, started, dancing and having a good time, that would be, that would take a back seat. And it did. We had a great time. I danced my ass off, and we heard the band's second set, which was amazing. The DJ was great at first. He really had the crowd going, and then for some reason it just kind of died down. And then the band came out to play their second set, and it picked back up, which was great. I mean, it was awesome. I had a great time. But when I was done, my hip was hurting, my ankle was hurting, my foot was hurting, and I was just like, oh, this sucks. Now I have to go to work tomorrow, well, no, I did have a day of recuperation. I took off Thursday and I worked Friday. So I had a day of recuperation, but I mean, I was still sore and I'm still sore. But tomorrow, we have plans to go to the beach and, meet up with the family and go to the beach, and I can't wait to do that. I'm super excited to do that. Also, next weekend, I'm going to be going to Connecticut to meet some of her friends, and I think she's going to be doing something of a podcast. So I'm going to go ahead and link to the podcast if that goes down, and you guys can check that out, and you can check him out. I am not entirely sure of his information right now. I haven't had the chance to put it up, put it together to put it up, but I'll do that in a future episode. And yeah, I think moving forward this week, I have a lot of ground to cover, but I'm not going to try to cover it all at once because, as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I think one of the main things is I'm going to switch back to the 0-calorie drinks because I've been drinking a lot of diet iced tea lately, and I did some regular iced tea this past week. I did a Lipton Brisk review of weird flavors that I saw. So if you want to check that out, go back into my other videos and check that out. That was like a week ago. It was really cool. Also, now I'm also doing game stream videos, and I'm doing. I have a love and hate. Well, not so much a love and hate, but just a um, like a. I don't know whether to call it a challenge or not, or a review or something like that. But I have another video coming up soon that I'm going to be doing with my nephew. And I also have another video planned with my nephew, which is going to be really cool. And we'll go ahead and shoot that sometime soon. But in the meantime, this week I really have to concentrate on what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, and just what I'm doing. And be mindful of all of that. And that's what I'm going to do. So for this week, I'm going to say, let's see. Right now I'm at 363. So I'm going to say I want to go for a 5-pound loss this week. And I'm also going to be making a change at work to running the wheelchair vans. As far as I understand, I'm going to be running wheelchair vans, whether I want to or not. And I really had hoped to avoid it as long as possible, possibly to lose some more weight and to have had the surgery to remove the skin, but that's not in the cards. It's just not in the cards right now. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more work, a lot more physical activity at work, and we'll see. Maybe it'll be a good thing. So we'll see from there. And on the plus side, I make a little bit more money for doing that. So this week is all about moving forward and, being mindful of the choices I'm making and the, things going on. So with that said, that's about all I got. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let's be our best selves together.